8 planets, 1 solar system, but which one is actually the coolest, and which one is just straight up weird? Today we're ranking every single planet from coolest to weirdest, and by the end of this video, you're going to have a favorite planet you never expected. Let's go. Kicking things off at number 8, Mars, the red planet. Now Mars isn't at the bottom because it's boring. Mars is actually one of the most exciting planets in our solar system. It's just that compared to what's coming, it's the most normal. Mars is red because its surface is covered in iron oxide, basically, rust. The whole planet is rusty. It has the tallest volcano in the entire solar system, Olympus Mons. It's 3 times taller than Mount Everest. If you stood at the bottom, you couldn't even see the top. It would disappear into the sky. Mars also has dust storms that cover the entire planet. Not just a city, not just a country, the whole planet, for months at a time. And right now, today, there are rovers driving around on Mars sending pictures back to Earth. We have robots on another planet. That's wild. Mars is cool, but we're just getting started. Number 7, Mercury, the smallest planet and the closest to the Sun. You'd think being closest to the Sun would make Mercury the hottest planet, but here's the twist. It's not. Mercury has almost no atmosphere, and atmosphere is what traps heat. So during the day, Mercury gets up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead, but at night it drops to minus 290 degrees. That's colder than any place on Earth, the same planet, scorching hot and freezing cold. On the same day, Mercury also has almost no gravity. If you weighed 50 pounds on Earth, you'd weigh less than 19 pounds on Mercury. You could jump 3 times higher than you can right now. Small planet, big surprises. Number 6, Neptune, the farthest planet from the Sun. Neptune is so far away that it takes 165 Earth years to complete one orbit around the Sun. That means if you were born on Neptune, you wouldn't even finish your first birthday lap before, well, ever. It's also incredibly cold out there, minus 330 degrees Fahrenheit, the coldest place in our solar system. But here's what makes Neptune special: the winds. Neptune has the fastest winds of any planet, up to 1,300 miles per hour. That's faster than the speed of sound. Hurricanes on Earth reach maybe 185 miles per hour. Neptune makes our worst storms look like a light breeze. A giant storm on Neptune called the Great Dark Spot was so large, it could swallow the entire Earth whole. Far away, freezing cold, and absolutely furious. Number 5, Uranus. And this is where things start getting weird. Really weird. Uranus rotates on its side. Every other planet spins upright like a top. Uranus spins like a rolling ball. Its axis is tilted at 98 degrees. Scientists think something absolutely enormous crashed into it billions of years ago and knocked it sideways, and it never recovered. This means Uranus has the most extreme seasons in the solar system. One pole gets 42 years of continuous sunlight, then 42 years of complete darkness. Imagine a winter that lasts 42 years. Uranus is also an ice giant. Its atmosphere is made of water, methane, and ammonia ice. The methane is what gives it that pale blue-green color. It also has rings like Saturn, but they're dark and nearly invisible. Uranus is like Saturn's cooler, mysterious cousin that nobody talks about. Number 4, Earth. Yes, our own planet made the weird list. Think about it. Earth is the only planet we know of with liquid water on its surface. Not ice, not vapor, actual liquid oceans covering 71% of the planet. From space it looks like a blue marble floating in nothing. It's the only planet with plate tectonics, giant slabs of rock slowly moving around, crashing into each other, building mountains and causing earthquakes. And it's the only planet out of every single planet we've ever discovered with life on it. 8 billion humans, millions of species of animals, insects, plants, creatures living at the bottom of the deepest ocean, bacteria surviving in volcanoes, life literally everywhere. From the outside looking in, Earth is the weird one, the impossible one, the planet that somehow has everything. We just forget that because we live here. Number 3, Venus. And Venus is genuinely terrifying. Venus is almost exactly the same size as Earth. Same rocky surface, same distance from the Sun relatively speaking. It should be Earth's twin. Instead, it's Earth's evil twin. The atmosphere of Venus is made almost entirely of carbon dioxide with clouds of sulfuric acid. The pressure on the surface is 90 times greater than on Earth, like being 3,000 feet underwater. Every spacecraft we've ever landed on Venus has been crushed within hours. And the temperature, 870 degrees Fahrenheit. every single day. Hotter than Mercury despite being farther from the sun. The thick atmosphere traps all the heat and never lets it go. Oh, and Venus spins backwards compared to every other planet, and it spins so slowly that one day on Venus is longer than 1 year on Venus. Yup, you heard that right. Number 2, Jupiter, the giant. Jupiter is so big it's hard to wrap your head around it. Over 1,300 Earths could fit inside Jupiter. It's twice the mass of every other planet in our solar system combined. Jupiter is what scientists call a gas giant. It has no solid surface. If you tried to land on Jupiter, you'd just sink. Deeper and deeper into gas that gets hotter and denser, until eventually the pressure crushes you completely. The Great Red Spot on Jupiter is a storm that has been raging for over 350 years. It's wider than the entire Earth, and it just keeps going. Jupiter also acts like a giant shield for our solar system. Its massive gravity attracts asteroids and comets that might otherwise hit Earth. Jupiter has been protecting us for billions of years without us even knowing, but here's the most mind-blowing Jupiter fact. Jupiter is so massive that technically it doesn't orbit the Sun. The Sun and Jupiter orbit each other, around a point in space that sits just outside the surface of the Sun itself. Jupiter doesn't go around the Sun. It pulls the Sun toward it. That's power. And the number 1 coolest, most spectacular, most jaw-dropping planet in our solar system, Saturn. Saturn's rings are made of billions of pieces of ice and rock, some as small as a grain of sand, some as large as a house, all orbiting the planet at incredible speed, stretched out flat like a cosmic frisbee. And here's the thing about those rings, they're enormous. The rings stretch out 175,000 miles from the planet, but they're incredibly thin, in some places only about 30 feet thick. That's like a piece of paper stretched across a football field. Saturn is also a gas giant with no solid surface, but here's what makes it truly unique. Saturn is the least dense planet in the solar system. It's actually less dense than water. If you could find a bathtub big enough, Saturn would float. A planet that would float in water. Let that sink in. Saturn has 146 confirmed moons. Our solar system has 1 moon. One of them, Titan, has rivers and lakes and a thick atmosphere. Another, Enceladus, shoots geysers of water ice into space from a liquid ocean hidden beneath its surface. And those rings, they won't be there forever. Saturn is slowly losing them. Gravity is pulling the ring particles down into the planet. In about 100 million years, they'll be gone. We exist at exactly the right moment in history to look up and see Saturn with its rings. And that might be the most beautiful fact in this entire video. 8 planets, all of them incredible, all of them completely different. Mars is rusty and towering, Mercury is extreme, Neptune is furious, Uranus is sideways, Earth is the impossible one, Venus is terrifying, Jupiter moves the sun, and Saturn is just perfect. Which one is your favorite? Drop it in the comments. I want to see if anyone picks Venus, because honestly, respect if you do. If you want to keep exploring the universe, subscribe to Smart Kids Facts. We do this every week. See you in the next one.